Well, look who we have here in South Florida. What are you doing here? Did they deported you from California?
They did. They threw me out. I complained too much about the taxes and the mismanagement.
Okay, and so we're here near my house, and you came in with what?
I came up, normally I don't drive Fords. However, normally I don't drive Fords.
Why?
However, I was
against your religion or what?
It is against my religion. I grew up in a GM household, you know this.
Oh, okay.
So I decided I have not driven the Mach-E GT, and I at least wanted to try it, and I figured I'd make this one exception. So I decided to get this, and
Let's go and see it.
And Javier and Al Vasquez were doing a cigar lounge tour of South Florida.
Always cars involved.
In a Ford.
Yeah.
In a Ford.
So tell me about it. What do you think?
So this is an interesting vehicle. There's a couple of things going on here. Number one, it's the Mach-E, so it's that same platform.
Oh,
but
you don't call it Mustang?
No, this is not a Mustang.
This is a Mustang?
That is a Mustang.
What is this?
This is a Mustang, 2007 Mustang. I believe it's a V6.
Yeah.
But look at the condition of this
I know.
car.
Even in Florida with this weather and all that.
Condition.
Yeah.
And it was, the guy is so nice. This is Javier's
my neighbor around here.
And this is his neighbor. We literally knocked on the guy's door, and the guy said, he looked at Javier like he's nuts, but then he saw the car, and all of a sudden he smiled. Out. But look, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the original owner of this car.
Oh, probably, yes.
Beautiful car.
But look at this. It has the same thing. This one. And this one. Different versions, but the same thing.
Let me show you what this is. This, engineering. This, badge engineering.
Or design.
It's not design. Basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to take the Mustang and turning it into a brand. And you realize General Motors this week announced that they're going to make the Corvette.
The Corvette, yeah. So it's going to be
do
the
same thing.
Yeah.
And they've already confirmed they're going to do. Well, hold on a minute. They've already confirmed they're going to do one of these, a crossover electric,
and a sedan,
and then obviously the sports car.
And maybe a pickup truck later. But when we were starting this thing, a Porsche Cayenne went by.
Yeah.
Porsche went through the same thing 20 years ago.
But that's different. They were on the verge of going out of business.
Yeah.
People don't realize that in 1993, Porsche sold like 2,500 cars in the U.S.
They were losing a lot of money.
Now
and
they print money. And this is what Ford... You know, I'm not a Ford guy. Javier knows this about me while Mercedes goes by. But I got to take my hat off. I respect their business. They have 3 silos of businesses. They've got the F-150 business.
They're doing well.
They've got the gas car business. And now they've got the EV business.
You're forgetting the commercial vans. Very important.
That's
more in Europe. And now they're having the electric versions of it. So,
Javier
based on
the kind
same
of guy that goes, he's the one who drives commercial vehicles. I don't drive commercial vehicles.
Well, it's part of the business. So
it is. And that's where Ford, if you have to really understand what's going on in the economy, Ford's a great example because they're a company that's killing it. They're making money. They're doing the right things. They're dividing their business into individual silos.
That was another Ford good example in the past when they owned it.
Actually, you know what? Back in the day, I thought it was stupid for them to get rid of it. It was very smart.
And Volvo and Aston Martin. All of them.
But that's what I'm trying to get at. The point is they've put their business into individual silos, and that's what's made them successful. Yeah. And Wall Street, they don't value it at all. Their multiple is nothing to what a technology company is.
So let's go like here. Let's go here in the back because this is kind of. Do you have that key with you?
I do. My crap is back here. Do you want me to open it and see my crap?
No, I don't want to see crap.
Yeah, I've got dead bodies back. It is Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got, nice. It's a 4-door. It's got these stupid they're not even handles.
Stupid?
It's a push button. It's dumb.
Why?
What happens when when the battery goes out? You're screwed.
It has a lever here. Something. It has this one here.
No, this is the way it works.
On the other side.
Here, there. That's it. This is. We've discussed this in many other episodes. This is adding complexity where one doesn't need complexity.
I was actually talking to an engineer this morning with the Hummer EV, and he said the same thing. And even with the iPhone, like the iPhone has no buttons, one button, and like how can you explain it to someone who it's not high tech?
That's a very different example. What they've done there is they've taken tech and they're looking to lower their cost of service, so they can do over-the-air updates. There, it's not a problem.
No, not the updates. I'm saying the design.
No.
And functionality.
The point is over-the-air update, so this way it doesn't cost them a lot to service the device going forward. The problem here is this is a 5,000-pound vehicle going down the road. It is unsafe to have no buttons.
Okay.
Not to mention, think about how many cycles this is going to last, and all of a sudden it's going to break.
Maybe.
Now,
Okay.
back to this specific car, so they understand the difference here. Remember we discussed that's a V6? This is the top of the line of the Mach-E, so it's the GT Performance.
It's not a V6?
No, there's no V6, as much as I'd like a V6 now. It's the top of the line, of the line. So that means there's a Mach-E rear drive, short range, there's a Mach-E all-wheel drive long range, there's a Mach-E GT, which is only all-wheel drive, and there's this, the Performance, which adds more torque. It also changes...
What's the horsepower in this?
This is...
About 500, right?
Get my notebook out. I don't want to misquote.
Okay.
It's about 500, and the torque is significant.
So a little more than that one.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit. You know, I was talking with a buddy of mine who owns a convertible GT.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, hey man, how much do you think this car is? Just to kind of shock him, because this to me I think is ridiculously expensive. And he immediately guessed it spot on, 70 grand.
70.
And the reason why I said it's not because he looked at it or looked it up, he just realized my car was 55, so this has got to be 70.
Yeah.
So, what I was saying was the car we're looking at here was, so it's got more torque, it's got more horsepower, but the other aspect about it, this one has a bigger battery than the basic one. The basic one has a 70 kilowatt hour battery. This has a 90 kilowatt hour battery. And then the Performance adds the different wheels that you see here. The Performance also changes the interior. So this one's got the sports seats in it.
Oh, and it comes with a fancy shirt.
Comes with a fancy tailor-made shirt.
Yeah, nice.
These seats, something interesting about the seat, they creak. When you do try to push it hard and you do go around a corner, the one corner I found in Florida, they creak. Okay, here we go.
So now that we disturbed the neighborhood, let's go and drive a little bit and say goodbye to this 2007.
To our beautiful...
Don't crash it.
Beautiful 2007, which we've determined he drives
every day. Yeah, I came this morning and he wasn't there.
What's it worth? Probably 4 grand, 5 grand, and it's in beautiful shape.
But did you see his other car on the driveway?
Yeah. Oh,
I know. That's what I'm telling
Turbo
you.
S, look at that.
And a Cullinan.
That Cullinan. Now, the Cullinan is the ugliest car on the planet.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you have no taste.
Well,
a Cullinan, if you give a 3-year-old a piece of paper and crayons and say, draw me a car, you would get a Cullinan.
The Kona EV has taken the place of the others.
No, the Cullinan is disgusting.
An old Caddy?
Okay, so let's discuss what we got.
So
we got to understand the power. I want to make sure that your audience understands what's going on here. So we got 480 horsepower and 600 pounds of torque that come with the GT. Yeah. However, this one's got the Performance package, which adds the 20-inch wheels in this design that we talked about, the Performance seats, but more importantly, it gives you 34 pounds of torque more.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm not going to murder your neighbors here, so we're going to stay at this, and then we'll try the Unbridled somewhere else.
Well, hopefully we'll get a chance, but yeah. So, what about the infotainment? You like the big screen? I mean, everybody has a big screen anymore.
Everyone's got a big screen. Obviously, they're trying to copy Tesla here. They don't do a good job of it. Not that the Tesla system is good. The Tesla system has no buttons whatsoever. Yeah. This one actually has a knob, which I do like.
And it's touchscreen because I see your fingerprints all over the place.
The thing about this, it's better than what's going on
there's a party. No, yeah.
Let's crash the party, literally.
Yeah. Maybe they like the car.
Well, we got Amazon, we got Nissan. This is why we don't do this in neighborhoods normally. Come on.
I know.
Come on, sweetie, let's go.
It's blocked. She's arguing, okay.
Okay.
Maybe you can push it here a little bit.
Okay, so let's go into the Unbridled mode. Let's do that. So, drive modes. We've got Whisper, Engage, and Unbridled. So I've been driving in Whisper to keep as much range as possible. But let's go to Unbridled, and hopefully the Pullet's Eye doesn't come after us.
Oh, those 34 pounds extra.
That's the end. This thing is... Okay, notice there was a little wheel slip there.
Yeah.
You don't get that in other fast EVs.
Electric, yes.
Okay, so what your audience does not know is that you and I are going to officially drive the EV6 GT for the first time this coming week. Granted, you and I already drove it as part as as I'm going nice and slow, sweetie.
Oh, they're going to the party. Everyone is going to the party.
As part of World Car as well as NACTOY.
Yeah.
So we only had short drives in the car. But that car, that's a similar concept. Crossover, 586 horsepower, but I gotta be honest with you,
we agree.
That's faster.
Exactly.
This one's
better looking.
Better looking, screwed together, and I would argue the thing that this has over that, the ride quality here is way better. Like these guys have dialed in the ride
I will say that the Kias and the Hyundais and the Genesis are getting there, so we'll see. Well,
there's two different flavors. You've got the regular Kia EV6 and Ioniq 5, but the fact that they've got the adjustable dampers now in the EV6 GT transforms the car. Makes the composure, it fixes the composure problems. So this never had that problem.
Yeah, and
which way? Oh, back to the Mustang.
You can back to them. We can see the Mustang and go back. And
we'll wave
so
to the
the other thing that Kia doesn't is that past.
Well, they don't have heritage, but that's what they're trying to build, and frankly, they're doing a better job than Ford is at this point. Because we didn't discuss how much is this car.
Yeah.
The one you're 70 grand.
I know.
That performance edition to give you the creaky seats. I didn't tell your audience that the seats, they creak when you drive.
A little bit, yeah.
You can hear it.
Yeah.
You can creak. But you're paying $5 grand for a tune to your electric motor to get 34 pounds of torque. Is that worth it? Frankly, I would rather have the EV6 GT that's $61,000.
Yeah,
and that's everything.
True.
It's got everything in it.
Yeah, everything in it. Well, we'll see next week the Kia EV6 GT, and in this house there's another GT, another Mach-E.
Oh, but that's a regular
the white one, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, it's not there now.
Yeah.
We can go, either way. Yeah, go this way. So, Motoman, welcome to
It's been a pleasure.
Florida, like where it's flat and straight.
We're going to a Christmas party at a car dealership tonight. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
We're gonna have a cigar roller.
And then we're gonna take that baby and it's on my driveway.
We're gonna take that tonight, and tomorrow night we're going to a Cuban restaurant where me and Al are gonna sit, have dinner, not get up. They're gonna take the food away. They can have cigars at the dinner.
Put it there. We can charge it a little bit. There's my Homer.
So he's got the fancier EV than me this week.
Well, the bigger at least.
Oh, you know what we forgot? Two other things.
What?
Number one, the UX system, not good.
Yeah.
And it's not terrible like the Volkswagen number. And number two, the level 2 autonomy, the worst I've ever driven.
And the range? We didn't say the range.
Oh, so the range on this one officially is 247.
240 because you have 139 and you're 54%.
247 in a GT. Now keep in mind it's a 90 kilowatt hour battery as opposed to a 70 kilowatt hour battery in the rear drive.
The regular. So this one we're going to charge overnight. It's going to be full tomorrow morning. And
full tomorrow morning for a trip to Key
West. You'll be good to go to Key West. Okay.
There are some neat design touches, like they've got, the tactile feels better than most Fords. It still has some Ford crap about it. Like, if you look at some of the buttons, they feel cheap. But what they've done here is they realize they're competing against Europeans as well as upstart brands. So they put this unique speaker grill. They put this tactile feel, the speaker grill up top here, as well as some suede trim on the seats as well as the dash.
And the panoramic sunroof, which is fixed.
That's
it's fixed. It doesn't move.
Does not move. And no shade.
Oh, no shade. That for Florida is bad.
That's bad in Florida.
Well, let's charge.
And notice, look, it says GT. You forgot that.
Great.
So this is the real benefit of an EV. The reality is, anybody telling you that it's green energy and renewable sources, that's not going to be a reality for 50 to 100 years. And no, not by 2035. The big reason why you want an EV is...
Let me make sure that this is on.
Make sure it's on. Let's... Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay. So the big reason why you want an EV is it changes your daily lifestyle. You don't have to spend any time looking for energy throughout your day. You simply come home, plug your car in, go and do whatever you got to do. You come out, and then you have all the energy you need in the car.
So
that's the beauty of EV.
Yeah. And the beauty of this charging station is that you can program it. So I can delay the start to 2, 4, 6, or 8 hours, depending on when the energy is cheaper. Oh, it's not getting on. We can hear it. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
So if we want to delay 2, 4, 6 hours, I'm not going to stop. So I'm going to start now. and it will be ready tomorrow morning. Okay. Good night, GT.
Show them the Brembo brakes.
So tonight is going to be the Homer EV and some
and cigars,
and some dancing
and some Cuban food, dancing, and bienvenido a Miami.
Okay. Oh, now we're going to go running too.
Oh yes, we got to pay
Of
for the
course.
dinner. We got to
Yeah.
pay for dinner,
In
and then the
advance.
cigars.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Hummer. Good night, EVGT.